begging for justice and hoping for peace after 9 months and 76 years does not get any easier. It feels like our souls are being forced to endure images of utter barbarism and savagery. No mercy for Palestinians, no empathy, not even the slightest sense of humanity is being granted to us by the powers of this world. The most shocking thing is how visible this genocide, how well documented, and how atrocious it is. And yet we who want an end to this nightmare are powerless, and the ones who are able to stop this have turned a blind eye and even are complicit in this genocide. With the support of the United States, Germany, and other nations, Israel has gone on an emboldened on a killing spree with no regard to human rights or international law. One would think that the story of Hind, this little girl who was murdered by more than 300 bullets, being shot into a tiny little body, would be enough for us to scream and shout and call for a wake-up. Or the little child who had to carry the remains of his brother in his backpack just to offer him a dignified burial. We would think that that would be enough, but no. As of late, also the story of Muhammad Bahar, a sweet Palestinian man who suffers from Down syndrome. He was murdered by the IDF soldiers who sicked a dog on him. And as the dog was tearing his limbs piece by piece, the sweet man held this dog and begged him, "My dear, please stop." His mother had to watch. Imagine, as a mother, you would carry your son for 9 months, and then you find out he has Down syndrome. You raise this child, you love him, you care for him until he's a grown man, and then you have to watch as he is being murdered. You are unable to help him. The soldiers, they force him into a room and leave him alone to bleed and die a horrible, lonely death. These stories fill me with rage. These stories fill me with sadness and a sense of hopelessness. Yet despite everything, we cannot give up. We must continue to raise our voices. I know we are tired, and I know we are exhausted, but we cannot stop. I want each and every one of you to remember that our voices matter. Every time you shout out loud, every time you raise your voice, every time you post online or raise awareness, you are doing it for every Palestinian child who has lost his limb, every mother who lost her son, and every father who held his daughter who he loves most in this world while she takes her last breath. You're doing this for the grieving mothers, grandmothers, fathers, and grandfathers of Gaza and for Palestine. We are doing this for Hind, you're doing this for Muhammad, and most of all, you're doing it for your soul, because we will not leave this earth with a tainted soul. We will not allow them to take away our humanity. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Thank you.